As someone who struggled with anxiety and depression, and growing up in that society that exists, that has told me to kind of suppress that, it took many years to kind of tear those layers off and allow myself to feel and be honest about how I feel and talk about how I feel. So this piece is about that. It's called Freedom. There is an ocean in my chest. My lungs rise and fall as the waves crash around my heart. And guess what? I never learned how to swim. You might see me as this nearly invisible passerby, the person who sits quietly at your favorite coffee shop and keeps to himself. Most mistake my quiet demeanor, always nice to others' outer shell, for someone who has it together. You might see some sense of peace, but I'm in danger of drowning. At an early age, I learned to doggy paddle to stay afloat. I was told, keep it inside, kid. No one else can know about the things you think about that keep you up at night. At an early age, I learned that talking about my feelings was a sign of weakness. I learned that boys aren't supposed to cry, so I kept the tears inside until they became an ocean. And for the past 10 years, I've barely been afloat. I desperately reach for every piece of driftwood I can find. I eventually realize that there's got to be something more than this life of drowning. I began to let myself feel. Slowly, the years of being told, talking about my feelings was not okay, spill out of my chest. Every tear, the water lowers. And as the fear of speaking out about the thoughts in my head leave me, so does this ocean that has kept me under. The water spills out, my feet touch the bottom, and for the first time in my life, I am free from the stigma of mental illness. Thank you.